no longer sorrow. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know I said me if it could flee. Me have to take away me say. Me have to take away me say. Me have to hide like a thief in the night. Me have to get out of sight. Me have to take away myself. I have to take away myself. I have to utilize I wings. Surely I cleave your eyes. I said, yeah. I find you very hard to resist. With this relationship I'm gonna desist. But how can I face you when all I wanna do is just taste you? I know you think I play me, but soon you're gonna see the light of day. Just relax, don't move.
Greetings, kings and queens. Welcome to another Real Stuff podcast. Today is Tuesday, and we have a special guest this morning. Our guest is Professor Fredrick Owusu Nyarko from Ghana. I'm mixing up with Kenya and Ghana. Yes, from Ghana. And he'll be here this morning to do our chat session. So, sit and stay with us if you got to get your drink. Whatever drink you consume this time of the morning, whether it's tea or coffee, orange juice, whatever. Go get it. I got Flavius here with me. Top of the morning, Flavius.
Morning, Franco. Morning, listeners. How are you doing?
I'm good. Hanging in there.
Great. Same here.
Hanging in there, sir. So is everything on your side?
Well, COVID making all kind of records.
What do you expect?
And they got a few more vaccines yesterday. They got about 14,000.
That's good.
That's the first shipment from the COVAX arrangement. The first set they got was a gift from India, 50,000. So they got 14,000 more yesterday.
Okay. And of course, I know the alarms going off. People are saying they want to see the heads of government out there taking their shots.
Oh yeah.
You know, the skepticism is big.
Oh yeah.
Even Buju Banton talk about it.
I think the Jamaicans gonna take it pretty soon. I think they want to get some more frontline. Okay, no, what they said. Okay, I remember now. What they actually said. Politicians over 60 are up now. So if you're an old politician, active, you will get your shots now.
Okay.
Along with inside workers. I don't know when the young boys and girls will get theirs.
You know, they must save the young people, them man. They must hold on the young people, them. You remember last year? You remember last year you said something on the you never say it on the program, but we were discussing it. So why would they want to kill off old people, knowing that things are recycling by itself?
I don't.
So you never know. You never know, my friend.
We're not taking up that much.
But it's good. It's good to see. It's good to see that they're doing it. And even though people have them doubts, it's good also for people who have them doubts, because in time like this, technology advance, vaccine never used to be online that quickly. You know that vaccine used to take 3 to 5 years.
I can understand the time difference now, because like I say, things are moving much faster now. I remember in the days when, especially in a country where a young lady have a baby, and and then she have to travel to some town like another day and go to a photo studio and have the baby photographed and wait for it to be processed. Probably it's a few days for it to get processed, because normally they would probably, people are not be able to probably send the negative to Kingston.
Yeah.
And they get back the prints. And then they have to put the prints in a letter and post it.
Yeah, the process was longer, so now everything's short. You can print it off of your phone if you have your printer hook up.
No, but you have to print it off. All you have to do is open your camera thing on the phone, and the people can see the baby live.
Yeah, but some people want the actual thing too as well, so they can print it off and keep it, put it in a picture frame, you know. So
yeah, that too.
All of that is available.
But I'm saying, you know, getting your writers abroad involved is an immediate thing now. Seconds to take. You know, not months like before.
No, but the reason why I'm telling you about the printing off thing now too, you know, because Shaquille O'Neal is doing some advertisement for Epson. And they will show you the new style of ink where them have now. Ink in a bottle where you just pour in, bloop, and put it in, and you don't have to worry, and the print is easy. So like them are telling you now, them are encouraging you for printing.
It's not new. That is not new.
No. Listen, people did stop printing now because of the cellular phone business. So now they're encouraging you to print again. So they must show you, say, ink is not in cartridge like how it used to be, where you have to go buy they might give you all 3 ink in a one little bottle. Not a cartridge. They must show you in some bottle, like a soda bottle. You just push it in at the printer, and that's it.
I can tell you the story. I can tell you the story.
Yeah, man, we can talk about the story because we have time on us this morning. So we're going to talk about the story after we do the Did You Know? Because we want to make sure so we link up the professor this morning.
Nice story. I would say that I was close to Epson, you know. I will say the Epson story about the ink and all that. Okay, so we're going to do Did You Know now?
Yeah, we're going to do Did You Know?
Okay.
Walking on sand and holding your hand, feel like a tourist in my own homeland, in my own homeland, enjoying the bright, the warm sunlight. Oh,
Did you know with Flavius though? Take it away, Flavius.
No. Did you know that the Caribbean has high achieving women in all different areas, many different areas? Today we will look at a tribute to Madam Justice Desiree Bernard by the Caribbean Association of Women Judges inaugural conference and project launch, March 2014. I consider it a distinct privilege on behalf of the Caribbean Association of Women Judges to pay special tribute to Madam Justice Desiree Bernard. You may have heard of her accomplishments many times, but they bear repeating. A citizen of Guyana, Madam Justice Bernard began her legal career in 1963 when she attained a Bachelor of Laws degree from the University of London. She qualified as a solicitor in 1964 and engaged in private practice in Guyana from 1965. In 1970, she was appointed a magistrate. In 1976, a commission of oaths and notary public, and she was admitted to the English roll of solicitors in 1977. Madam Justice Bernard has been described as attaining many firsts, blazing a path of glory as the first woman to hold many illustrious positions. In 1980, Justice Bernard was the first woman to be appointed High Court Judge of the Supreme Court of Guyana. In 1992, she was the first woman to be elevated to the Court of Appeal of the Supreme Court of Guyana. In 1996, Justice Bernard created history when she became the first woman to be appointed Chief Justice of Guyana. In 2001, she was appointed Chancellor of the Judiciary of Guyana. Indeed, in 2005, Madam Justice Bernard became the first, and may I add, the only woman to be appointed a judge of the Caribbean Court of Justice. During her long and distinguished career, Madam Justice Bernard served many regional and international organizations and presented many scholarly papers in numerous international seminars and conferences. She received many awards and accolades. In 2005, Justice Bernard received the 8th CARICOM Triennial Award for Woman. Regionally, she was a founding secretary of the Caribbean Women's Association from 1970 to 1974. She was a member and chair of the Caribbean Steering Committee for Women's Affairs, later established as the Women and Development Unit of the University of the West Indies. She was also a member of the Caribbean Council of Legal Education and the president of the Organization of the Commonwealth Caribbean Bar Associations. Justice Bernard was instrumental in the formation of the Guyana Association of Women Lawyers in 1987. She is also a member of the Caribbean Association of Judicial Officers. Internationally, Madam Justice Bernard served as rapporteur of the United Nations Committee on the Elimination of Discrimination Against Women, CEDAW, from 1982 to 1984. She chaired CEDAW from 1985 to 1989 and remained a member until 1998. For many years, she was a member of the International Association of Women Judges and served as Vice President of the International Federation of Women Lawyers. Justice Bernard was the first president of the Organization of Commonwealth Bar Association. As one considers her many accomplishments, one may ask what factors combine to produce this woman of excellence, humility, decorum, and integrity. Justice Bernard herself has given us some clues in the last few months. In an interview with journalist Yvonne Babulal, published in the Guyana newspaper in March 2014, Justice Bernard spoke humbly and eagerly of her deep spirituality. "I do not do anything in life without prayer," she said. "God has always been my guide and my mentor." Indeed, as part of her service to the Church, Justice Bernard was the first woman to be Chancellor of the Anglican Diocese of Guyana and the first in the province of the West Indies. The second clue coming in the same interview, Justice Bernard commented, "I did not set out to be the first of anything. My first concern is whether you are up to the task. the achievement itself is secondary. If honor comes after, they come. And that's the end of the Did You Know for today.
Walking on sand and holding your hand, feel like a tourist in my own homeland, in my own homeland.
Did You Know is brought to you courtesy of Slowly Jamaica, uniquely Caribbean. So in case you didn't know, now you know.
In my own homeland. This place is so nice, wanna do everything twice. Yes, I feel as if I'm in a paradise. No matter the season, you've got every reason. This place is another little heaven.
Okay, Flavia, so did you know? Yeah, so that was our Did You Know this morning. We're getting ready to link up with Professor Fredrick this morning out of Ghana. And he is called the Ancestral poet. So that is something as well. So Flavius, as you were saying.
Yeah, I was saying about Epson.
Mm-hmm.
I to use Epson exclusively because the quality of their printing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But the story about the ink now is that you know that print companies make the bulk of the money from the cartridges that they sell for the ink.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But they had a country in Latin America that it was a big customer for them, big customer. They sell them a lot of printers, and they used to make a lot of money from the ink, the cartridges.
Okay.
Then after a while, them see that nobody's coming to buy cartridges.
Mm-hmm.
So them sales got them selling printers a lot same way, but nobody buying cartridges. So what they did, they decided to go in the field and look. And when they went in the field to companies, the companies had some big drums attached to the printer.
Okay.
They pour ink into.
Mm-hmm.
And it can last a long time. But they were using some inferior ink. Just look at it on a positive side and say, probably this is something that we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
And they went away and they built these big jars or whatever you call it. And they fill it with proper Epson ink. And that's what they sell now. So you can buy a printer and you get the ink that you get with it can probably last you a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't have, I don't think they have the cartridges again.
No, that's what I tell you. Them have bottle now.
Yeah, big jug of ink, yeah.
Them have some bottles that look like some little soda bottle. But it's not big, you know, it just fit into the canister where the ink you gel, because it's a new printer they might advertise. Say this.
No, man, it's a whole heap of, it gives you a whole for printing.
No.
I've actually
You see the new printer I'm talking about? Have you seen the new printer?
Yeah, man. I know it.
So you see it already then, all right. So you see the commercial with Shaquille O'Neal. Where am I advertising?
No, I haven't seen it.
So that's what I'm telling you. This is different from all of the other printers then. This is a different
But
printer.
I'm telling you what it came about.
I'm not dispute how it came about, you know. I'm just telling you now, say, them are bringing back printing. Them are make people get back to printing. So them change the square cartridges, them all them things that people used to use. You know, longer ago use no more square cartridge.
But I just told you why. Yeah, I told you why, yeah. Because people was getting around buying the ink by putting on their own cartridge. That's what happened.
I don't know about that.
In fact, no, I'm telling you, this is a fact, you know. This is from Epstein, this is from me. And I saw a demonstration of the print and the ink.
When?
This was about a few years ago. A few years ago. In Jamaica. They came to Jamaica.
Okay. Oh, them come put on. They came
Put
there
on,
to put on them display.
Yeah, a trade show, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it print, I mean, if you want to print photograph, your own photograph, that's the print that you use. Yeah, it can actually print on photo paper.
But they've been printing on photo. They've been printing on photo paper a long time.
I know.
Yes.
But Epstein's the best.
Yes, they've been printing on photo paper. From the 90s, them are print on photo paper.
Quality.
Because I remember when me and Con used to go buy those photo papers and they transfer papers and get printing done and things like that. So it's been a while.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can link up with the professor this morning. So stick and stay, don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Pulsating, vibrating, reggae, reggae, reggae. Very sky, rock, steady, mental. A quadrillion, coming up. You can fill your belly with a coconut jelly, mango, papa, cane and Guinea. There's ackee in a saltfish and a roast yam and banana. Curried goat and a managed water. The Sunday special if you like a revival. Catholic, Baptist or Pentecostal. The house of Jah is there, have no fear. Walk right ahead and get your share. I'm walking on sand. I'm holding your hand. Feel like a tourist in my own homeland. In my own homeland. Feel like a tourist in my own homeland. My own homeland. Feel like a tourist in my own homeland. My own homeland.
Victory, victory, victory. I felt the cold wind blow from far away, and the sound of a tumpain bata, aziko, djembe, and all the African drums says victory. Yes. Victory in our hands at last. The voice of our ancestors are the voice of the people. We crawl from the grave of slavery. Our hands are loose from being tired, and our mouths are free from sin. Now we can shout victory. Victory in our hands at last. The red, gold, green, the black star in the middle joined all the African flags. Victory, victory. Waving for our ancestors. for they have brought joy and freedom for its people.
Yeah.
The sound of the dawn drum, tears, anger, emotions and joy filled our lands from that day. That day, I heard the voices of my ancestors calling victory, victory. Kwame Nkrumah victory, Nelson Mandela victory, Jomo Kenyatta victory, Thomas Sankara victory, Julius Nyerere victory, Haile Selassie victory, Afa Omar victory, General Murtala victory, Al Kahina victory, Nzinaha victory. Forgive me, I can't mention all the names of my ancestors who toiled with their flesh and blood for our victory. Don't let our ancestors' victory be in vain, leaders. Don't let our ancestors' victory be in vain, fellow citizens. Let our victory change minds to change Africa, not to corrupt Africa. Victory is for Africa, not you, Mr. Leader. Victory is for our hands in the air. Victory, victory, victory Ghana and Kunindie, victory Yoruba Gun, victory Somali Gu, victory Swahili Washindi, victory Africa, victory Africa, victory to my ancestors, victory to my ancestors, victory for Black Power, victory. Victory! Victory!
That one is a boom shack. Boom, boom, boom. Victory from the professor himself. The ancestral poet, Professor Fredrick. We're still waiting to link up with the professor via Zoom. So in the meantime, we want you to sit and stay with us and listen to a few more from our poets.
Anger and nervous finger is a recipe for total disaster. If you have a dispute with a friend or a family member, stay far from social media. When the adrenaline rush to your brain, just keep calm and remain sane. Don't react too quick, you will get caught with the insecure matrix. When head chip, vengeance cast loose tongue to slip. So before you spit, edit the script. Gossip is toxic. Gossip is toxic. The only thing it creates is shame and regrets. Life is like a boomerang. The cause return with the effects. So think before you post. One click, like magic, the whole of your business exposed. No one cares about the source or who you be. Public opinions will tie you up into a verbal knot and bore holes into your stories. Excavate your past mistakes and bring your darkest secrets to the surface. Life comes with conditions and conflicts. Closets are filled to the brim with dirty linens. Wash them at home, not in the public. Taking down someone with a post on Instagram to stroke your ego might go viral, but it won't make you into a hero. You become a rival, putting unnecessary pressure on your survival. When finger press send, prepare for the consequence. You are going to need a parachute, cause when the feces hits the fan, you're going down too. You're going down too. Even if you know it's the truth, mum is the word. Sometimes it's best to stay mute. So think before you post. One click like magic, the whole of your business exposed. No one cares about the source or who you be. Public opinions will tie you up into a verbal knot and bore holes into your stories. Excavate your past mistakes and bring your darkest secrets to the surface. Bring your darkest secrets to the surface. Using words as weapon to win your wars will only leave victims with internal scars. Nobody wins. Words are not just wind. Words are swords with sharp blades ready to cut your character character into thousands of little pieces as it pleases. When the damage is done, it's going to take amnesia to forget and courage to forgive. Loyalty, don't betray, even if you disagree. Trust don't need an audience. It's a pact you make with self. The tongue don't have a mind of its own. It loses control when there is no consciousness. Love is unconditional. Love is unconditional. It comes with no pretense. Success is the only revenge that makes sense. Success is the only revenge that makes sense.
Jamaica and Jamaicans. I am a Jamaican. I was born in this land. I never come from plane come here. I don't come from Uncle Sam. I love my country. I love my home. I can't manage the Queen's English, so I just leave it alone. Feel language sweet. Feel language nice. Anywhere we go, and hope we out, them just know the Jamaican voice. Whether see there or see there. Oh, wow. Them even have yo. Yell my brethren. Psst. Wagwan data. Anyway, you didn't hear that. Oh, you know, say Jamaican just pass ya. Jamaicans love soul. Jamaicans love ska. But if you're not talk about reggae music, you better left ya. Reggae music sweet. Reggae music nice. Some Jamaican love reggae music more than them wife. No, Jamaican have stars. Jamaica have kings. You know, see when Tesson and Dalton go foreign, a standing ovation when them sing. Jamaica have class. Jamaica have style. You see, we as Jamaicans, we're well versatile. Jamaicans no ramp. No, Jamaican no play. If you rush with today and we take where we self, we are come back tomorrow same way. Jamaican stuff. Yeah man, Jamaican are done. We change anything, we put our mind pan. We change Spanish Town and call it Spain land. We change Swine name and call it Trenton. Desmond Valentine, and now Ninja Man. Moses Davis, them call him Beanie Man. Wait there. We are going to turn all of the sin of them in a Christian.
Victory.
By popular demand, we're playing Victory once more. And then we'll be linking up with the professor in a few minutes.
From far away, and the sound of a tumpain bata, Aziko, Jembe, and all the African drums says victory. Yes. Victory in our hands at last. The voice of our ancestors are the voice of the people. We cry from the grave of slavery. Our hands are loose from being tired, and our mouths are free from sin. Now we can shout victory. Victory in our hands at last. The red, gold, green, the black star in the middle joined all the African flags. Victory, victory, waving for our ancestors, for they have brought joy and freedom for its people. Yeah. The sound of the dawn drum, tears, anger, emotions and joy filled our lands from that day. That day, I heard the voices of my ancestors calling victory, victory. Kwame Nkrumah victory, Nelson Mandela victory, Jomo Kenyatta victory, Thomas Sankara victory, Julius Nyerere victory, Haile Selassie victory, Afa Omar victory, General Murtala victory, Al Kahina victory, Nzina victory. Forgive me, I can't mention all the names of my ancestors who toiled with their flesh and blood for our victory. Don't let our ancestors' victory be in vain, leaders. Don't let our ancestors' victory be in vain, fellow citizens. Let our victory change minds to change Africa, not to corrupt Africa. Victory is for Africa, not you, Mr. Leader. Victory is for our hands in the air. Victory, 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 Ghana and Kunim die. Victory, Yoruba Gun. Victory, Somali Gun. Victory, Swahili Washindi. Victory, Africa. Victory, Africa. Victory to my ancestors. Victory to my ancestors. Victory for Black Power. Victory. 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 Welcome. 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 For the land bears fruit for the brave. The voices in the grave can only be heard by the wise. Welcome, welcome, my sons and daughters. For centuries you have been away for too long. Enjoy the green land, fresh air, and natural food from your mother's pot. Welcome, welcome. For your ears itch to listen to the history of your motherland and dance to Osibisa. Welcome home. Before you take the calabash to drink fresh water from the stone and well. For your land flows with honey, gold, diamond, bauxite and cocoa. We say, welcome home. Akwaba, Wezo, Chen. For the smile on our faces, show the spirit of happiness from the land. Beat the drums and let the beautiful ladies dance with their beads on their waists. Enjoy yourselves, my children. Enjoy. For Tradian Pond has blessed us with moonlight, and the nature showers us with sweet melodies from the birds. For your faithfulness to your land cannot be measured by words. Welcome. Welcome. For your return, awake my spirits. Go on, wear your beautiful clothes. Let the world know my beautiful culture. Show them the kente. Show them the azoki. Show them the animal skin. Show them the Kuba and many more. Enjoy the rest of your years, smiling and rest your hearts on the cotton of your land. Welcome, welcome, Maraba, welcome, Amohila, welcome, Kuarakabisha, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Akwaba, Chen, Wezo. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yes, that was from the ancestral poet himself. One more time, that one is welcome. We have remaining guests for this week. Tomorrow we'll be having none other than hold on, let me make sure I have it right, because I don't want to give you no misleading information. No misleading information at all. So let's see. Okay, so tomorrow we have Owen Blacker Ellis. He'll be joining us tomorrow. He's a writer, educator, performing artist, and a scholar. And also you know him as a comedian, Blacker and Bella. So he'll be joining us tomorrow. Right about now, we're going to be linking up with the professor. I can see him in the Zoom room. So let's bring in the professor. One more time, welcoming the professor.
Welcome. For the land bears fruit for the brave. The voices in the grave can only be heard by the wise. Welcome, my sons and daughters. For centuries you have been away for too long. Enjoy the green land, fresh air, and natural food from your mother's pot. Welcome.
Welcome, Professor. Welcome, ancestral poet. Welcome. How you doing this morning? I think you have to unmute your mic. Unmute your mic for me there. Okay. Good now. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And how are you doing over there this morning? It's afternoon where you at now, right?
Yes, afternoon.
All right. So good afternoon. I have Flavius here with me as well.
Good afternoon, Professor.
Good afternoon, sir.
We're going to call you Professor today, an ancestral poet as well. Okay. So tell us about yourself for those who don't know who Fredrick is. Let them know who Fredrick is.
Okay, my name is Professor Dr. Fredrick Owusu Nyarko, Ɔhenenana. I'm from Bomaa in the Ahafo region in Ghana. My grandfather, I'm the royal grandson of the Asantehene, Tutu Ababio II, the only king of Ghana. I'm a poet, I'm a teacher, I'm a culture activist, I'm the ambassador for culture, Ghana and beyond. I'm a traditionalist, I'm a literary coach, I'm a father, and there are more that I can't say. So literally, this is just some few bio about me.
Okay. And I know you're a big poet as well.
Yes, sir.
So how long have you been doing poetry?
Since 2012.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since 2012.
Yes, 2012.
I like the victory because I played it twice this morning because somebody texted me and said they want to hear it again because the words of it. I was gonna have there's another one, but which later on we're gonna play that one. That's what Cold Street. So Flavius, get in here for me, Flavius. I can't hear Flavius. So anyway, tell me what's happening in Ghana now for like.
I'm here, Franco.
Okay, what's happening in Ghana with the pandemic as we speak? How are how your people doing? What are the precautions being put in place? Are you guys going to be vaccinated as well? I want to hear what's going on.
Please, can you come again because I think the line wasn't clear.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I said I want to know what is happening in Ghana with the pandemic going on right now all over the world. How are your people, taking it, or what are the precautions put in place? And when it comes to the vaccine that has been distributed around the world, are your people being prepared to take it as well?
Yes, as we all know, the COVID has caused harm everywhere in the world, and especially in Ghana. We introduced coming home and beyond. So all the diasporas were coming. So we intend to do some different projects after that. So when the pandemic, it distracts a whole lot of projects. But as we all know, we are taking the precautions and we adhere to all the protocols, masks up, we put on masks, we use sanitizers, hand sanitizers, and going to public places, we are a little bit careful about that, and there are bans on social gathering and all that. So we are also adhering to the protocols. And in regards to the vaccine, I think almost 400 or above 400,000 has been vaccinated. And I think the education is going on. So more people are getting interested to get vaccinated since we all want to get back to normal life. So I think this is what is happening here. And from January, the number was going up a little bit, but I think now it's coming down. The numbers are reducing day by day. So hopefully, I know it will get back on track very soon.
Wonderful, wonderful. But back to you now. Can you tell us about some of the works you have been doing?
For the past years, I've been a culture activist. I'm a traditionalist also. So I've been a culture activist for my culture here in Ghana and African culture in general, because our culture is so powerful. It's so beautiful that we have to use it as a tool to bring people together, to bring development for us, to project to the world that Africa has something unique. Ghana has something beautiful, something powerful. That is our culture. So for the past years, since I started poetry, I've been championing for our culture. I've been a frontliner for the championing of our culture. And my poetry aside, I think last 2019, latter part of 2020 and 2019, one of my poems, Life Under the Gun, which I featured one Caribbean poet, Idmekni, in the United States, got airplayed at some radio stations in United States. And I heard during one of the protests, Black Lives Matters protests, it was played at the program also. Life Under the Gun is basically talking about Black lives, how people kill us when our hands are even up, without holding a gun, then we being gunned down, Black racism and all that. That is basically campaigning for equal rights and justice for Blacks. So I think one of my poems that have been getting much attention in the United States is Life Under the Gun. Apart from that, Victory is also getting attention over there. And Welcome is also one poem that the diasporas always want to hear. So on 2019, I released a 19 spoken word album. That is also a project, a milestone project that I put up.
That's true. So with the spoken word album that you released last year, how is it being received around say outside of Ghana? How is it being received outside of Ghana?
I think because it's basically my dialect, Chi. Only 4 pieces, that is Victory, Welcome, Life Under the Gun, Dear God, these are the only 5 English poems on it.
Yes, and the other 14 is
The other 14 is in my mother language. And because people in the diaspora, especially Ghanaians, hasn't been able to get in touch with their mother language for a very long time.
Okay.
It received a warm welcome by the diasporans. It consists of history, storytelling, culture, everything is involved. So it was received massively by the Ghanaians in the diaspora. I think it pushed me to where I am today.
Okay. With the airplay in Ghana, radio stations in Ghana, are they playing it as well? Are you pushing it on the radio? Can't hear you. Seem like we're losing volume.
Unless his mic is mute again.
No, his mic is not mute, but I can't pick him up. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Professor? Are we losing him? Internet connection. So we're going to come back with the professor. We just lost him right there. We know some internet connection. And as soon as we have the professor back on screen, we're going to just, boot him up. So we're going to give you this one. He was talking about this one, victory. We have victory and we have welcome. So I'm going to give you Cold Street. So you can hear Cold Street, and then we can link her back with the professor.
Cold Street. I'm out here shedding a tear of faith. By my leap of faith is not from the religious bodies, but from my soul that burns every night with a go hot as cold. These countless lines in my head must straighten things up, like light seeps through a crack. I need to out here as night dawns morning, and every day I found a home too risky to leave. Breathe. I sometimes take what is not mine. You may outline your goals in schools, but for me, I see guns, drugs, knives, and countless crime on the cold street. I yearn to change things. Kayubanda, I don't know where to go. A brother still with a heart of steel. All that is ours buried in eternity. A sister cries for being ravished by a headless monster. A mother cries of losing her only son. Have you ever wondered how cold the street is? I am that.
Okay, Professor, we have you again.
Yes, sir.
All
yes,
right.
Sir.
We know we lost it right there. Just playing Cold Street.
Yeah.
Because I know, yes, I saw the track, some tracks on Spotify as well. Cold Street is among them. The 5 that you mentioned that are in English are available on Spotify. And then the other 14 is in your native language. And as you were saying, that Ghanaians are responding to it. Yeah, because it's reminding them, you're reminding them of their culture. I know you emphasize a lot on the culture because you're a big cultural activist. And that's one of the things that around the world, the black people seems to tend to drifting away from their true culture. You understand me? Not just from a country that you come from in particular, but Africa, the motherland. That's the culture. That's where it all started from.
Yeah.
What would you tell your brothers and sisters, scattered around the world about Africa and then Ghana itself?
I just want to make this clear. How people paint Africa black, like evil, like some forest, that is not Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Africa is a beautiful place, especially Ghana, a peaceful home where everyone is welcome, a beautiful place where our culture unites us. When brothers and sisters are born by love, regardless of tribe, color, or language, nothing is a barrier. So this is what I want to tell my brothers and sisters in the diaspora. You are always welcome home. And our culture is so beautiful. No matter where you are, portray the African culture. That is what makes you unique. That is what makes people look at you. Imagine you going to the airport, putting on your African attire, and the rest people are in suits and other foreign dresses. Imagine how many people will look at you at that very moment and keep on wondering, the Wakanda spirit in you is out. Mm-hmm. So what I want to tell my brothers and sisters in the diaspora is to come home. At least if you won't come to stay, just come and have a feel of what your ancestors left. Just come and embrace your spirit. Come and embrace your motherland. And I think if you come and experience this, especially you come to Ghana, where you go to the gate of no return, where many millions of slaves were shipped through the sea, where they had their last bath. If you go to these places, it brings back memories and it keeps your spirit upright and make you strong.
True. Because I know black people in general, they will quick to go to other North American and European countries instead of prepare a visit to Africa. Hope we're not losing you again.
No, I'm here.
All right. Yeah, you know, a trip to Africa is not something that is on the top of the list. It's more North America or Europe, you know, maybe some destination in the Caribbean as well. So what are some of the things I know I have friends who visit Ghana. I even have a friend who lives there now, and the things that they said, Ghana is just like Jamaica because some of the food that is in Jamaica is in Ghana.
Yeah.
So how can you tell us about Ghana? Tell us something about Ghana that I don't know. Tell me something about Ghana that I don't know.
Okay. Let me tell you the secret about Ghana that most people don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, during the colonial rule,
okay,
who only heard of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, J.B. Dankwa, Akwaje, the big six. Mm-hmm. They are the names that we always hear that fought for freedom. But I tell you, when you come to Ghana and you listen to the history of our independence, the fight, how we fought for our independence, our queen mothers, our kings, chiefs, mm-hmm. school children, all these people were involved in the fight of our freedom. These are some of the things that most people don't know. But let me tell you this one again. When you come to Ghana, there are places that you will go, you will never forget in your life.
Mm-hmm. True.
Some tourist sites, I call it Sea Ghana. Mm-hmm. When you come, you go on tour, you go to the beaches, you go to the waterfalls, you go to the forest. I'm telling you, my brother, you will never love to go back to where you come from.
You hear that, Flavius? You will never want to go back.
I believe.
We have the most beautiful women in the world.
Wow. That I know. Yeah. I've seen them at even at the soccer games too. I've seen them at the football games. Yes, you know, beautiful women at the football games too. But
as a cultural activist, how are you finding it working with the youth now? Where are they? What's your headspace?
Okay, it's that difficult, but not very, very difficult, because the Western culture has had an impact on our youth already. So we are doing everything humanly possible to get their attention. And if you want to get the attention of any youth to get involved in any cultural activity, it should be fun. It should be fun. So this is what we are doing. We are doing, this month is Ghana month. We are promoting Wear Ghana, Eat Ghana, Speak Ghana, Drink Ghana. So on the Wear Ghana, we are putting out a challenge. If you go to my Facebook wall, you'll see I'm posting videos. People are doing Wear Ghana challenge. Because social media is very powerful now.
Yeah.
And 99% of the youth is on social media. So we are using social media as a tool to bring the youth together. So there is this challenge, Wear Ghana challenge, Eat Ghana challenge, but one that we are basing on is Wear Ghana challenge, where every youth will post a picture or a video of you wearing Ghana, anything Ghana, traditional. And I think this is fun. You know, we are on the social media for likes and comments and all that, all the applause. So people are embracing it, seeing that we can also uplift our culture. And at the same time, we are giving employment to the youth. So they are embracing it day by day. And I know some few years to come, you have so many youth bringing on board cultural activities and a whole lot of things that will uplift our culture globally.
Oh, that's good. You heard that, Flavius? So let me ask you now, because we're looking ahead a post-COVID. What are some of the things that you would like to see get done after COVID? Say in post-COVID, what are some of the things you want to see get done in Ghana?
Right now, myself and my team, as a culture ambassador for Ghana and beyond, my team and I are putting up Zoom conferences, cultural conferences,
okay,
for the youth, stakeholders, industry players, people in the government. We are putting all these people on board. How can we empower the youth in some of cultural programs to uplift our cultural values and our heritage across the globe? So hopefully next week, we will have our first conference. 90% is the youth.
Okay.
After this, we have the West African Conference. That is the people, the countries around West Africa, representative from each country in West Africa, to expand our horizons for bringing people not only in Ghana, but the West African countries. We have different cultures. I think if you come together, it will be beautiful for the youth, and it will empower the youth also. So after the West African Conference, we will have an East Africans, the North Africans. We all have a meeting. We share ideas, concerns. Then we know how to move forward and collaborate as Africans, not even as people, but as Africans. What to do for the youth in our specific countries to get involved in promoting our culture and heritage. So after that, we will expand it outside. That is the diaspora, where we will host conferences with the people in the diaspora like you, some expertise, professors, historians, people in government. We all come together, share ideas. What are some of the implementations? What way can we also get cultural exchange programs for the people in the diaspora to come here and learn? We also go there, we exchange cultural programs. And what are some of the investments that we can bring back home to empower the youth in some cultural activities like clothing, shoemaking, baskets, everything culture. So basically, these are some of the first steps that we are doing because of the COVID. So after the COVID, we will have a school tour in Ghana where we go to the tertiary schools and we go to the high schools, we go to the basic schools.
Okay.
Now we are talking to the churches. Most of the churches are doing it now. African Sunday where they put on the African dresses. So we are talking to the stakeholders where it will become a national thing. Like last Sunday of every month when they go to church, they have to put on their African clothes.
True.
These are some of the things we've put in place during this pandemic. So when the pandemic comes down, then we bring cultural festivals. Every region will have a cultural festival. And, you know, in Ghana here, most of our communities, we have heroes, people who fought with their blood and sweat for the community to get where they are. It's part of our culture, and history is part of culture.
Okay.
So this is what we are doing. We will collaborate with the community to celebrate these kind of people who toiled with their flesh and blood to push the community to where is it now.
Yeah.
So as part of cultural activities, we will collaborate with the community, that's the traditional council, the chiefs, and the people in the community. And if we have to build a monument in the town to remember and bring patriotism in the youth, we will do it. So these are some of the few things I can get mention of we are putting in place.
Fair enough. You know, since I've been talking, one of the things that strike me, what is agriculture like in Ghana? Is it a vibrant industry?
Agriculture is the most vibrant industry in Ghana. As I already said, agriculture is the backbone of our nation. When our GDP went down, agriculture brought it up.
Good.
Yeah. So for agriculture, we don't play with it. Like it's basically everywhere. And you know, people now, the youth are being encouraged to get into farming, all kinds of farming. Now people are doing fish farming, poultry, pig farming, a whole lot.
Yeah, man.
A whole lot.
True.
So the youth are getting involved. And I think the government also helped when it brought the NABCO and, you know, people, that the farms, the national farms that we have, you know, people got a chance to work there and experience it. You know, at first we thought if you are a youth and you're doing farming, it's nothing to write home about.
True.
But now people have gotten that mentality of and venture into farming, because now farming is a serious making business.
Yes, sir.
That we can also make money. You can import and export locally and globally. So now farming, I think most of the youth are getting involved in farming, and is one of the best things that could ever happen to Ghana.
Farming is the food belt. As some friends of mine in Belize, the Garifuna, you know, you heard of the Garifuna Nation, right?
Yeah.
Well, those people, they believe in food sovereignty. You know, not just food supplies, food sovereignty. You know, they grow their own, they eat their own, and they invest a lot into farming. You know, and that's something that we as black people must start do, grow our own food. Because we need good food, we need good water supplies, and at the same time we need to get also more and more involved in renewable energy, utilize the sunlight and things. What is it like in Ghana when it comes to energy?
Energy is unstable, very, very, very unstable. But I think for the past years, we've experienced some stability in it, and I heard the government is moving ahead with the renewable energy. So we are hoping in a few years ahead of us, you will see changes in the energy sector, because it has been one of our challenges as Ghanaians. And I believe if we venture into the renewable energy as the government has promised, things will change. And I know it will be better for us.
True. Before you leave, I'm going to ask you, what do people know you as in Ghana? Do they know you as the professor, the doctor, or the ancestral poet?
People know me in Ghana as the royal son of the Asantehene Otumfoɔ. People know me as a traditionalist, a culture activist, and especially the poet.
Okay.
So now that I became a professor, doctor,
congratulations, man.
Yeah, people also know me to be actually one of the youngest professors in Ghana.
Good. I know that. Congratulations. Sir. I want to tell me about Cold Street, the mood you were in when you were putting pen to paper.
Cold Street is an emotional poem I did. It's very emotional because I've lost two of my brothers.
Okay.
So I know how it is. And when you get to the street, you have this feeling everyone loves you, but at the back, each one wants to stab you and take the food from your hand. So we are our own enemies. And each day we go out there to fight to bring food home. So it's either you come home with food in your hand or you come home in a casket to be buried. So this is, I wrote this piece around 1 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah. Most of my poems, I write it midnight because, that is where I communicate with my ancestors and meditate.
True. Yeah, more quiet that time too. Most people sleeping.
Yeah, and before I write anything on paper, I put pen on paper, I pour libation before I do that. Yes.
Don't want to lose you.
So it's an emotional piece I did for not me alone, but for every youth out there hustling to put food on the table.
Yes.
If you listen, anyone can relate to it.
We're gonna play it right now before you leave. We want to play Cold Street so our viewers, our listeners can hear Cold Street from the ancestral poet himself. With us this morning.
Cold Street. I'm out here shedding a tear of faith. By my leap of faith is not from the religious bodies, but from my soul that burns every night with a go hot as cold. These countless lines in my head must straighten things up, like light seeps through a crack. I need to out here as night dawns morning, and every day I found a home too risky to leave. Breathe. I sometimes take what is not mine. You may outline your goals in schools, but for me, I see guns, drugs, knives, and countless crime on the cold street. I yearn to change things. Kayubanda, I don't know where to go. A brother still with a heart of steel. All that is ours buried in eternity. A sister cries for being ravished by a headless monster. A mother cries of losing her only son. Have you ever wondered how cold the street is? I am the Adela of the street. I only have the passport to work hard, carry things, push truck, and beg from Mafeto. This is me, Agbenono, a piece of human iron. So early I rise up to feed thousands of mouths. In a deep sleep on the Bamaso, my soul is hungry for success. I can easily say my bread even in my deep sleep. But if you trace to my roots, Ubehusa me your defo. Ɔhenenana me fisikamu. On these streets, I cannot trust anyone who says I love you, bro. Because we are all here to make a living. Don't be surprised if I go home and people cry, rest in peace. Or bring him food to accompany his soul. Nana ma bre me chada de ponko. I have been subject of their wine talk. These men who know nothing on these cold streets. I will always remember the struggles and the pains we go through. Maybe I will slip through this cold weather and go back home alone. Montini so nyununana. Ma bre minua. Ma bre. Cold street. The street is too cold. So cold. Ma bre minua. Ma bre. Cold street. Cold street. Nananom anwensem yeseni. English for from the ancestral poet.
Yes, ancestral poet. Beautiful, beautiful indeed. Beautiful indeed, my brother. Beautiful indeed. I have 3 words I'm going to ask you. You can either give me in a sentence what come to your mind, or a slogan or a phrase. And the first one, Ghana.
Okay.
Ghana.
Home of culture.
Africa.
Blessed land.
Poetry.
Great weapon.
All right. With that, we come to the end of our conversation this morning, our chat session. You know, a friend of mine right now, he said to me like about 2 weeks ago, Mr. Franco, when the pandemic over, he wants to keep one of the biggest culture dance. You understand me? And I was just thinking that when the pandemic over, we can put on one of the biggest culture poetry dance in Ghana. You understand me? So people can dance and celebrate, because all of this must pass. Yes, it shall pass.
Yeah.
So, Professor, thank you for taking time out today out of your schedule and for spending some time with us. And we just want you to, be safe. Right, and continue to, getting the people them, more and more involved in their culture and in everything that Africa and Ghana have to offer them. Okay.
Thank you.
And we're going to extend the invitation of bringing you forward. You're going to return forward for do some poetry with us on another segment. Okay.
Sure.
All right. One love, my brother. One love. Flavius, anything before the professor leave?
Yeah, thank you, Prof. Thank you very much. This was very, very enlightening. I'm sure our listeners found it that way. And we thank you again. And like Franco said, we need for you to come back in our poetry corner where it'll be all poetry.
Sure.
Yeah, man. It's going to be just you. And my favorite out of the 5 English-speaking poetry from the album is Victory. So I'm going to play Victory. So one love, my brother, one love.
Victory. Victory.
A matter of fact, I'm going to add this to it before I play it.
Shulohale Wadani, our time has come. Shulohale Wadani, our time has come.
And that's from the Garifuna. Shulohale Wadani, our time has come, and black people time has come.
Victory. 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 I felt the cold wind blow from far away, and the sound of a tumpain bata, aziko, djembe, and all the African drums says victory. Yes. Victory in our hands at last. The voice of our ancestors are the voice of the people. We cry from the grave of slavery. Our hands are loose from being tired, and our mouths are free from sin. Now we can shout victory. Victory in our hands.
Professor.
Yes,
we want you to stay in the Zoom room. We're going to be right back with you in a few minutes. We want to talk to you after the year, okay?
All right.
All right, my brother. So, Flavius, let's wrap it up. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Yeah, man.
But you stay in the room. You stay in the room, Professor. Don't leave.
All right. All right.
All right. Yes, Flavius, go ahead now.
Well, like I said at the beginning of the show, that our positive count for COVID is past it in the roof. It's broken the roof and it's gone through, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But people have to understand that even with the vaccine, we still have to keep the protocol. We still have to believe in the R&D, you know, respect and discipline. We still have to keep that going forever, basically. You know, so the protocol is very important. And like I always say, make your home sterile. And when you go on the road, you follow all the protocols. You wear your mask and your distance and you sanitize and all that. And when you come home, you wash up all of that before you interact with the rest of your households. Very, very critical. Because it is even more critical now that we remain safe, especially since the numbers are going up so high, you know. And everywhere in the world, you know, we have to deal with that. We have to make it fast. We have to do the vaccine and whatever we're doing, but the protocols are the most important thing right now.
Okay then. With that, we want to thank all our viewers, our listeners this morning who are in the chat room, and those who are not in the chat room for taking time out and to be here as well and to hear the ancestral poet, the professor, the Dr. Fredrick Owusu Nyarko. I hope I pronounced the name right. To be our guest this morning. Tomorrow we have Owen Blacker Ellis. He'll be joining us tomorrow. Some of you know who Owen Blacker Ellis is. Blacker and Bello. And he's a writer, educator, performing artist, and a scholar. He's going to be our guest tomorrow. And then on Thursday, we have Cook and Curry with Chef Sinclair from Tapioca Village and Retreat. He'll be here. And then Dan out of London will be giving us updates on football and all the other news happening in England. And on Friday in the Poetry Corner, we have with us again, returning once again, the one and only Antonia Valer, a.k.a. AV. She'll be joining us on Friday. So with that, we get out of here. So take care of yourself, your loved one. Remember, prayer changes things regardless of what religion you belong to. You must pray and continue to pray. And we'll have Queen Lubafu from the Garifuna Nation with our father and Tafina to take us out.
You lead us to Fula. You belong far away away. Ajugwala Lebabu Seru Lida mua, lida sumpula. Lida mua, lida sumpula.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer sorry.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time.
I no
Bless.
longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know what set me a figure flee. Me have to take away me say. Me have to take away me say. Me have to hide like a thief in the night. Me have to get out outside. Me have to take away myself. I have to take away myself. I have to utilize I wings. Surely I cleave your eyes. I said, yeah. I find you very hard to resist. But this relationship I'm gonna desist. But how can I face you when all I wanna do is taste you? I know you think I play me, I play you. But soon you're gonna see the light of day. Just relax, don't move an inch. I'll be gone in a pinch. May I feel take away myself. May I feel take